handwritten notes may feel old-fashioned, but they're having a real moment. And my next guest is leading the charge to bring gratitude back in style. Erica Gerard Di Bona is here with us today to talk about a book, her new book, A Letter is Better, The Art of the Thank You. Hi, Erica. Thank you so much for joining us today.
It's my pleasure.
It is so great to have you just to talk about your lovely new book.
Thank you.
So when we think about thank you letters, why do you think it is such an intimate and important gift for people to receive?
To me, a thank you letter is like a love letter in a certain way. It's a moment where I've thought of you, I've taken a moment to write it down or to type it or to put it on the computer and send it. And it's showing you that I appreciate you and I think of you, and it's hopefully giving you a little sense that I matter and you matter.
I will say it does make me feel good to get a letter for someone. And you just said, you know, typing it or writing it, so the format doesn't matter.
I've decided that we're way past handwriting because a lot of students aren't even learning how to handwrite anymore. And also grandparents write them and they can't read the grandparents' writing. So that is like hieroglyphics. I said, you know what, we're entering AI. It's just like, let's forget that it has to be handwritten. If that's what somebody loves to do and they do a nice job, do it. It's okay to do it on a computer. You can choose a cool font. You can choose pretty paper. I do it on a typewriter, which is really old school, and any way you can do it.
Okay, you just literally solved the problem we were talking about a little earlier in the show, because I was telling one of our producers I don't like to send handwritten notes because I don't like my handwriting and I like to type them up, and I was thinking like that's so not, you know, personal, but it doesn't matter. It's just a thought that counts.
I say it is personal because guess what? How many people are going home and writing a thank you note at this moment?
That's true.
Not very many.
That's true.
So however you do it, it can be long. It doesn't have to be a long one or a short one. Whatever format, it's better than nothing.
Okay, so you got it. If you're at home, you're worried about, all right, I don't really want to write this out. It's just putting your thoughts, however you send it, type it, write it, it's all received the same way. So you talk about the reciprocal benefits of writing thank you notes. How do you think that helps both the sender and the recipient?
Well, you remember when Oprah Winfrey was all about the gratitude journal? In a way, the act of writing a letter for me is my form of gratitude. I'll get a cup of coffee in the morning, I'll read the newspaper. I read a paper newspaper because, again, I am analog. And then I'll send a little clipping to somebody or a horoscope if it's their birthday. And whoever helped me the day before or whatever makes sense for me to write, I do a thank you. And then I know that the person I'm sending it out to may not respond. I don't need an answer, but I know I tried to send a little bit of goodness and of love that day.
Right, and it's a thing to say, hey, I was thinking of you, or hey, this reminded me of you. And I do think that does, you know, just brighten up someone's day. So that's a nice way to do it. And I think, especially in this age of just sending a quick text, that seems like the extra
And how
step.
many texts do we save forever? And how many emails do we print out?
Right. That's true. So taking that step to make sure. And I think also, you know, now with people like in the job search and that sphere, how do you think letter writers stand out professionally?
I think that there's a trick to it because obviously time is of the essence after an interview or trying to get an interview. So I say it's okay to write the letter, scan it, and email it for speed, but then you can also snail mail it as well. So if the person ignored your original missive, it's going to land on their desk a day later, and then they'll have another reminder of you. And I had a friend who was at Robert Half International, a big agency that hires people and places people, and he said they would always hire the person that sent the letter. And I know Goldman Sachs, all those big agencies like the letter as well, because it's a form of personal communication.
Sure. And even if they did forget you, you know, once the letter comes through, it's like, okay, hold up. Let me pull up this person's resume, and yeah, I did kind of, you know, like that person. So it's another way.
It stays on the desk.
Keep you on their mind. So. Great point. So I do think sometimes writing a letter, it does feel like a little vulnerable. What would you say to people who feel intimidated by writing just their thoughts down or typing their thoughts out?
Well, you're right that is a stopper for a lot of people, and they sort of get paralyzed. And I was with a friend last night. I said it doesn't have to be a huge missive. You can just write something to let them know you're thinking of them. And I have 3 paragraphs that I've figured out that are called the me, you, and us. And the first paragraph is all about me. That's how I reacted to the interview with you, or when you sent me those flowers, or that moment that I take myself back to that moment and describe it by using the word when, if I can. So when you ushered me into the studio and I first got to meet you, I immediately felt at home. So whatever the when is what I do. And if I get a present, I don't wear it, eat it, put it away until after I've written it. Then the next paragraph is you. Wait, me, you, and us. So you is all about you. That's my love letter to you, essentially, saying I appreciate how much you worked on asking questions for me and tried to understand my book and all of the other issues that you brought to our interview and how you incorporated all of that. So that's the love letter part. And my father always said, try to find something nice to say about the boy when I was in junior high. And it has to be genuine. It can't be fake, because people will feel that.
Yeah.
And then with the last paragraph is us. And so I try to incorporate both of us and bring us into the future. I hope this portends another chance to talk in the future.
I love it.
And finish it with the words thank you. But don't put thank you at the top. Put thank you at the bottom.
And that's something I always start off with, thank you. Okay, flip it. Me, you, and us. We all have that. So I know there's someone at home wondering, how can I get my hands on this book, Erica? Where can they find it?
Thank you for asking. It's my website is artofthankyou.com, and there's a discount that way. It's also through Amazon and Barnes & Noble online.
Well, Erica, I appreciate you for coming here today, for sharing your wisdom, and giving us all a new tip. Me, you, and us.
That's
I'll be using that. You'll be getting a thank you from me.
I was going to write you one, too.
Okay, so it'll be reciprocal.
That's right.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.